Hi guys, I think we're live. Thanks everyone for coming. I think we might give it a few minutes and see if anyone. There's Lauren. If anyone pops in the chat.
Lauren, right off the bat.
Hi, Lauren.
Yay.
What up? And Cammie. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Cammie.
All right. Yay. I officially have it up on my phone.
Mary, if you want to type something, I can make you a moderator in the chat. Great. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for coming. How's everybody doing tonight? Great. How are you guys doing? Yeah? So we are so excited to have you guys here for our kickoff to our Tubby Little Cubbies Healthy Challenge. Kudos, shout out to Jake for coming up with the name for our little new little endeavor. Ooh. Oh, look, it's Allie. Hi, Allie. How's everything? Nice. Oh, Michelle, thanks for coming in. That's awesome. Let me just see if I can.
Will it let you?
Oh.
Not really, but we'll figure that out later.
We'll figure it out.
All right, sounds good. So I thought we'd start out with a fun little icebreaker tonight, kind of on theme with the Tubby Little Cubbies. Jake, I'm going to start with you. If you were a character in the 100 Acre Wood, who would you be and why?
Oh, well.
And if everybody in the chat, please send us your answers. We want to know.
Oh, please answer, everyone.
Yeah, please answer. I would probably be Rabbit, or possibly Eeyore, but Rabbit's like my very type A personality, and you know, he's like rules and structure and gets really annoyed at everything. Yeah, definitely Rabbit. Now that I've talked it out, thank you.
Lauren said,
"See, Lauren,
Rabbit."
If Lauren confirmed it, that's all we needed right there."
I think that it's confirmed.
Yeah, he says no, definitely Rabbit.
Definitely Rabbit.
Rabbit's my low key, especially like the Rabbit from the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, like the 90s Saturday morning cartoon. Yes. He was super extra, and I was like, oh, somebody's speaking to me.
But
I just get him.
Rabbit is impressive. Michelle's Kanga. I could see that. Michelle's kind of the mom. Hi, Christine.
Hi, Christine.
Welcome to the show. All right, Mary, how about you?
Hello, Christine. Me?
Yeah, what character are you?
I'm Tigger.
Yeah?
I'm Tigger. I'm bouncy, bouncy, flouncy, flouncy, fun.
Woo!
I can see that.
I'm super outgoing and hyper and 90 to nothing all the time.
Life of the party, caution to the wind.
Yep, that's it. That's me.
How about you, Brittany?
I was gonna say Eeyore because I have a tendency to be a little gloomy. But I am gonna say Kanga because lately I've been comparing my son to Rue, and I feel like she's always just got him right in her pouch, and he's always just right next to me, and follow me everywhere, and she's always trying to rein him in. And I am constantly trying to rein my child in.
Yeah, you're the mama.
Yeah. So.
Oh, hi, Lisa. Thanks for coming in. So I think I'm Piglet. I'm kind of a people pleaser, a little unsure. I kind of want everybody to be happy. Oh. I think I'm Piglet. I don't know if I'm proud of it, but I think I'm Piglet.
Oh, we love Piglet.
Thanks. Yeah, so we have a kind of a nice little crew. No Pooh, but no Pooh in the group.
I feel like we're maybe all a little bit Pooh.
Maybe. Oh, that's Lauren's a Piglet too. I can totally see that, Lauren.
The Cubbies.
Lauren's a Piglet just like me.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, it all adds up.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Karen.
Yeah.
It says you should be able to click on their name and it will give you an option to make them a mod.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm researching.
Yeah, I'll get back to you on that. So Anyway, thank you guys so much for letting me host this first live of our.
Figure it out.
Yeah, I can't do it. I don't know why, but we'll move on. So, guys, I'm so glad that we can be here today with you to kick off this new endeavor that we're going to do, this Tubby Little Cubby Health Challenge. So several weeks ago, I happened to be scrolling through YouTube and I noticed each of these awesome creators posting and talking in a video about goals they had for themselves. The Skinny Minis, I know Brittany has something, I know Jake has some goals. And I thought that was really inspiring to me. And it kind of gave me the kick in the pants I needed to get up and get moving. So I thought that it might be a good opportunity to all come together and encourage each other. So I am so excited to be here. I want to give everybody a chance to tell a little bit about their channel and kind of what their motivation is and their inspiration and what their goals are, what maybe incentives or rewards they have planned for themselves if they succeed. So kind of want to start. Mary, I'm going to let you go first because you've kind of been doing a Skinny Mini series on your channel for a long time.
Me?
Mm-hmm. You.
Yeah, we have. So if you have seen our channel, the Sisketears, I do it with my sister. She's not able to be here tonight. But we do have a series called the Skinny Minis. And what that is, it's basically me and Tony, my sister, and then our cousin Emily has joined us as well. And basically our goal was to get healthier. So not necessarily just to lose weight, but to eat healthier, exercise more, and then obviously weight loss comes with that. And our prize, if you watch our channel, is we're going to go to Disney World all together. We're going to have a Skinny Minis food and wine around the world showcase in November. So we've actually already planned the trip. We're already booked. We're ready to go. It's the beginning of November, and we're all three making progress. Not quite as much progress as we thought we would, but we are all making progress. I think since we started in January, I think I've lost a total of 22 pounds. My goal is to lose 60 by November. It's not going to happen, but
that's
it's okay.
Amazing, Mary. That's awesome.
It's I'm working my way there. So, and of course, I'll gain it all back when I'm eating around the world.
We got DC in the chat. DC, thanks for coming in. Oh, I love your profile picture in front of the Aladdin sign.
Yeah.
And this latecomer, that's my mama.
Hi, Kathleen. Oh,
that's your
hi,
mom.
Karen's mom.
Oh,
My mama.
the mama
And
love.
the Santas. Mary, that's an awesome reward. I want to make that my reward too, but my bank account does not agree.
Same.
It never
to Disney?
does.
This is awesome. Brittany, you want to tell us kind of what your motivation is and what you're hoping to accomplish?
Yeah. So, like you said, I was going to start this by myself, and I'm so happy that you asked me to join the group, because I feel like I have a really hard time with willpower, and I feel like all of us can kind of keep each other on track. My big goal is to be healthy, skinny enough by the time my mom's wedding happens next year, because I want to look good in pictures and in my dress. But I also just want to be able to play with my son as much as he wants me to play with him outside and run around with him and just be, more fit and active, because I have a tendency to sit on the couch.
Yeah, you know what? I think COVID has kind of done that to a lot of us. I don't know about everyone else, but I just sat for months in my home. It did not do well for me. This last year and a half has been tragic and sedentary.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I feel that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't have the same thing. Sorry. I've been working the whole time, so.
Right.
Yeah, I've been working, but they moved my office. They grounded us to our home offices. So I've been working from downstairs in my basement in my in that comfy chair. So my commute is one flight of stairs. Thank God, or I might not be able to do stairs anymore. Thank God I've had to keep doing them. But yeah, it's definitely been less active than I had been prior. So Jake, do you want to share kind of what you're thinking?
Yeah. I mean, weight loss and stuff is great. But the pandemic, I turned 40 during the pandemic, and not that that's a magic number, but the older you get, the more the more I was feeling, recuperation time was slower, and just bouncing back time was slower. And, some of the things that I used to do, or the stamina I used to have, just got slower. And I was like, that's, going to Disney was, almost a stressful thought in the physical sense. And so I just wanted to do it just to be, able to kind of merge into the second half of my life in a more healthy and more fit and active way. So I had done, one of the things that I'm doing is, and this is what I had posted on my channel, was I had bought a jacket, I think the fall before the pandemic. So I've had this ambitious jacket for a while that's like, I can't remember if it's a size or two smaller than currently I would fit into, but it doesn't fit is the point. It's a jean jacket. It's got a nice Mickey thing on the back, and I had been collecting patches, and I thought for every 5 pounds I lost, I would get myself a new patch to add to the jacket and have this jacket at the end that hopefully I could fit into, but more importantly was a symbol of that which I had accomplished. I sort of hate to put numbers on things, because for me, a lot of it's about just trying to train myself to be interested in the lifestyle. But I think starting with rewards is a great way to inspire the long-term commitment to healthy change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally agree.
To Lauren's comment, I did comment in the chat, but it's always nice to have people to help cheer you on, or people to be accountable to. And that's kind of why we started our thing, because that's what helps us not get depressed about it and just sit down and watch TV. It helps us get moving. I don't know if you guys use Marco Polo, the app, to communicate with each other, but we use Marco Polo. And so we Marco Polo each other, and Tony will Marco Polo, and we're all in one together. And she'll say, hey, I'm going for a walk. Do you guys want to go for a walk? And so we can all go for a walk together in our own area and still be in communication with each other, and know that we're all doing the same thing and being accountable to each other. And I think that's what's going to be great about this, is you have somebody that you're not you're reporting to, but that's kind of what it is. Mm-hmm. And it always makes you, to me anyway, it always makes me feel like, oh, I want to go and I want to get Taco Bell, but then I'm going to have to go tell my group that I ate Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And then I'm not going to do it, because then I'm going to feel ashamed that I ate Taco Bell.
Right.
So
yeah,
that's kind of how I see it. Hey, Sheree.
I feel I just, with the whole group thing, I feel like I don't want to be the one that's not losing anything, or the one that's not doing anything to change, so it's nice to have everybody.
Yeah, I totally agree. So my big motivation is, we do have a Disney trip coming up in January, and I know I'm really excited. But physically, I don't feel ready to go. I'm not sure how I make it from Main Street to the castle if I don't get up and get moving more. So my goal is definitely weight loss is a bonus, but my goal is really fitness. I need to get moving. I need to get my endurance up. I feel like I lose my breath too quickly when if I take a walk, I'll walk around the block, I'm out of breath way too soon. And tired, and I just want to sit down at the end of the block and be like, all right, where's my TV? I'm ready for my TV to come back.
I feel that.
So I'm going to work on that. We've done a couple Run Disney events in the past, and I don't necessarily have a desire to do another Run Disney event, but I remember feeling so strong when we did the Princess Half Marathon once upon a time back in the day. And the 5Ks, my mom, who's in the chat, did the 5K with me around Epcot. It was the most fun, and I want to feel that strong and energetic, enthusiastic, and vibrant when I go to Disney. And I know that if I don't make a quick change, that I'm just going to want to like take more sitting breaks than dashing around the world. And I want to dash from world to world. So that is my big motivator to start this. And thank you guys for putting yourselves out there on your channels, because that made me brave enough to reach out and to kind of try and form a support group during this time where it's not always easy to be out in our actual communities with other people all the time. It's really nice to have a group that we can come together. So I'm really grateful for that. And I like this. I totally get where you're coming from, DC, about, when everything was shut down, it was really hard to look forward. And now it just feels a lot more attainable. Things seem to be calming down. We've all adapted so much over the last year to the new realities. So, and Lauren, I feel you so much. It is so frustrating when your body betrays you.
Yeah.
So that's how I felt in January. That's how I felt in January. And now I can walk and even jog 5K length walks. So
that's great.
That also is a thing. Like, you don't see progress right away, so then you give up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a real thing.
I totally get that, Allie. Me too. If progress doesn't come, I feel like, why am I torturing myself? And so it's really nice to have people to be alongside with to do it, to remind you, because only one or two of us have to be positive at any given moment. If the rest of us are not, at least someone's seeing the bright side. Yeah. Hi, Laura. Thanks for coming in. Hi, Cherie.
I always feel like when I make a little bit of progress, then I can like reward myself with something bad, and then I just start back on the bad habits again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree with
Isn't
that.
that a slippery slope? Like, I lost 3 pounds. Where's the ice cream to celebrate?
It's not a good thing to do.
No, it's not. Or like, you cave that one time and get whatever it is, pizza or fast food or tacos. For me, it's Taco Bell. Like, it's literally Taco Bell. So you cave that one time and get Taco Bell, and then all of a sudden it's 3 weeks later and you've had Taco Bell 6 times.
Right.
And it's like, crap, where did all that progress go?
Right.
Yeah.
I also find it tricky. Like, I'll go for stretches, like going to the gym, like maybe every day for like 2 weeks, and then I'll have a crazy week where I just physically can't get there because of work or whatever. And then I have this one moment free, and my mentality is always like, well, you were going for 2 weeks in a row. What's this one day going to matter if you even bother? Because, and instead of embracing the opportunity that I actually have to focus on it, I talk myself out of it because it seems insignificant compared to longer progress I might have had previously or a longer track record. And I think that's really a bad habit too. And, that take every moment you can. Obviously, life's going to throw us curveballs, and we're going to have, stressful times and really long stretches at work or with family or whatever. But when you have the time, take advantage of it, even if it is only once or twice that week that you got around to doing it.
That's a great point, Jake. I mean, what are some tips and tricks you guys use to fit it into your day when days get crazy busy?
We don't.
Well,
That's why we're here, Karen.
For me, so like, I know Karen knows my schedule is weird. I go to work at 4 o'clock in the morning and I get off at noon. So I go to bed early. My husband goes to the gym when I go to bed. So it's hard for me to fit it in. And then by the time I get home in the afternoon, I'm tired and I want a nap. So when I get home and there's nobody here but me, because kids are at school and my husband's at work, I literally have to make myself. I turn on the TV and I go, no, I need to do, I do hip hop abs, and it's on apps are on my TV. So I'll turn on my TV to watch TV, and instead of watching TV, I just scroll down to the hip hop abs. I have to make myself. But also I have people asking me every day, like in skinny minis. My sister or my cousin will be like, hey, did you walk today or did you work out? And like Brittany said, I don't want to be the only one not doing it.
Right.
So I'm like, no, I haven't. Let me go do it. Or, and I think that can kind of be like what this kind of group will do for you, is it'll get people, on your back about it.
One of the things I started doing was, we spend a lot of time watching YouTube and watching other people's channels for support and things like that. And, you're sitting down most of the time while you're doing it. So I have a stationary bike and a gym not a couple blocks away. So I try to make my YouTube time, my exercise time, like my cardio time. Like I sit, and one helps me pass the time because it's always fun and entertaining to watch all of you do your thing and to see the cool stuff you're doing on your channels. And the time just goes by quickly like that. And so I can kind of kill two birds with one stone, as it were, but it's almost my reward for exercise, that I'll save up videos to sit on the bike or to even do on the treadmill and kind of watch and listen. And that's been kind of motivating. For a while, that was the only time I had allowed myself to actually watch YouTube, was if I was, because my thought was, why am I sitting on the couch doing this when I could be sitting on the bike right next to me, pedaling away at the very least, watching the same content.
Yeah,
great idea.
I certainly spend a lot of time sitting down watching YouTube where I could be making some good use of that time up and moving. That's an awesome idea.
It's a really good idea. I may have to do that too.
Yeah. How about you, Brittany? How do you fit it in with a busy life with a young child in your?
The problem is a lot of our time is spent sitting down playing and stuff. Like, we're playing with toys or reading books and stuff. And then he wants to go outside. And I'm like, it's so hot out there. Like, the problem isn't even that I don't want to walk. It's like, I'm going to die in the heat. So I'm really waiting for fall. That'll be really nice. I'll probably walk a lot more outside during fall. But we have like a circle we can just run around in our house, and I like to chase him in the circle, and I have to get better at doing it more often. And just going up and down the stairs, I could even just do, because like I can't really leave my house to go to the gym. I don't have a treadmill or anything like that, so it's harder to not just sit on the couch.
There is this person who does workouts on YouTube, and I only mention because she does specifically Disney workouts, called Sharona's Hill. Has anyone ever heard of her?
Oh.
I'm gonna share it with everybody. I'll put it in the description later. But she does these walking workouts, which are based on just mostly walking, to like there's a whole Mary Poppins one done to Mary Poppins songs. And it is super fun and it's a lot of Disney and a lot of Broadway songs, which I find super fun to do when I'm just feeling a little down in there. So her walking one, she'll do like 30-second intervals, 30 seconds of one thing, and then 30 seconds of just walking in place, and then 30 seconds of something else, and 30 seconds of walking in place. And I can talk myself into doing almost anything for 30 seconds.
What's the channel name?
Sharona's Hill, Sharona. Sharona's Hill. Have you?
She popped right up.
Have you heard of her before?
I'm going to drop her link in the chat if anybody is interested.
Yeah, I feel like that would be
Disney workouts, Lauren.
Nice to just throw up on the TV.
Disney workouts are super fun.
I don't know if these links work when I drop them, though.
Yeah, maybe because I don't know how to make you sorry.
No, I don't know how to do it either. So
Yeah.
I don't think they're dropping in the chat.
Yay, see, Cammie's heard of them, seen them too. And some of them are only like 10 minutes, like 10 to 12 minutes. They're short, which is also good for me because as I'm starting to gain endurance, I'm not going to do a 60-minute high intensity workout. That's never going to be something I'm going to accomplish at this moment.
It's also a good reminder that like it doesn't have, 10 or 15 minutes is more than 0 minutes. Again, going back to that idea of like it doesn't always have to be like an hour workout or a 3-hour workout. 15 minutes just getting up and moving multiple times a day is, at least you're doing it, and then let yourself organically want to do more as you're capable. I think I want to check those out for sure. I just got an old record called Mouseandmama. Does anybody remember this record? From like the 80s? Yes. And it came with the booklet with all of the, I'm going to show it on my channel in a couple of weeks or something, but it came with the booklet with all of the Goofy and Donald and Mickey and everybody doing the exercise, and I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this record on my little record player. I'm going to learn these little moves, and we're going to do some old 80s disco Mickey songs. So we'll see how that goes. But
is really excited about this.
Yeah, the chat is buzzing about Mouseandmama over here.
Yes, for Mouseandmama.
So who wants to see Jake do an Instagram reel of him Mouseandmama?
Oh, yes.
Wow, I feel like I just got thrown under the bus for that. I'll do it, but just not in my no leg warmers for me. I'll have to
oh my gosh.
Put it to the leg warmers.
Daisy and leg warmers.
Yeah, the daisy and leg. Where I wish I could find it's around here somewhere. I just had it, but
this really tells you the age of our chat.
Yeah,
100%.
You guys are our people.
Yeah, I wasn't born in the 80s or alive.
Oh, Brittany, we love you anyway.
You weren't alive in the 80s?
No, I was born in 94.
Oh my gosh.
Blessings on you. Blessings.
Cammie's going to be 20 years old tomorrow, everybody.
Yeah,
Cammie, right? Disney in the chat. 20 years old tomorrow.
That's 2001.
I know.
That feels crazy.
That's insane.
Paula's on team. Jake has to videotape Mouseandmama. Paula says yes.
Right.
The people, it's what the people want, Jake.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, look, Cammie.
If it gets me any subs or they cancel me. We are the youth.
We are the youth. You guys are awesome. So I'm going to commit to doing either a walking workout if it's too hot inside, or actually going for a walk at least 5 times a week. That's my goal for starting this week.
That's a good goal.
I'm going to check in with you guys when I do and let you know I've done it. And I might do some Instagramming and some pictures on Instagram or some Instagram lives to give you guys a little sneak peek on what that is like in the next week or so, and how sad a situation we are in over here as I get used to moving again. But that's going to be my goal for this first week.
That's great.
I'm not going to do anything else. It's going to be my major thing. Thanks, Cammie. So do you guys have anything special you're going to focus on?
I will focus on doing more of the ab things. Hip hop abs.
You abs.
They're so okay. So here's the thing. There's 18-minute ones and then there's 30-minute ones. And I still am doing the 18-minute ones. So I need to bump up to the 30-minute ones. So my goal will be to do 2 30-minute hip hop abs this week, because to do 5 will be too much. But I'll do 2 30-minute ones. And I can do an Instagram story or a live or something, when I do it that way. It's one of those.
So if you aren't following all of us on Instagram, and if you aren't subscribed to everyone, please subscribe to all these channels, the Sisketears, Mouseandmama, Jake's Disney Afternoon. And if you are not following them all on Instagram, does everyone want to share your Instagrams real quick? And then I can drop them into the description if I don't have them there already. No, I have your major links in there, but I'm going to put everyone's Instagrams in. Do you want to share your Instagrams?
Mine is _Sisketears.
Mine's just
Jake?
Mouseandmama.
And
Awesome.
Jake's Disney Afternoon.
Yeah, and you guys, I'm Disney Inside Andy, no spaces or anything. So make sure you're following us because we're gonna try to keep each other and you guys updated as we progress.
It's going to be fun. And while we're talking about, those kinds of things, don't forget to go hit the like button for this, video, for this live. Yeah. Make sure you exit out of your chat and go hit that like button. So.
Yeah, that would be great, guys. Thank you so much. So anything you guys, Jake and Brittany, are going to be focusing on in this next week or so?
I'm really also, in addition to exercise, eating is always the problem. Mm-hmm. And part of it is, convenience of I'm busy, that we're starting school last week. And so I'm going to try to not buy Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast every day. That's going to be, I'm not going to say I'm not going to buy coffee because I don't make coffee at home because that's not worth my effort. But I will refrain. I will get some breakfast items and not, because that's like low hanging fruit in a lot of ways. Like it's tempting because it's delicious. But also if I have good stuff at home, I'm really okay eating breakfast at home. I just need to make the effort to have the good stuff in the house. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's a simple thing. Also, it's a good way to save money because that adds up quickly. But it's so easy when you just you get out of the house and you just run in, you're grabbing stuff, and it's too convenient to do, and it's too easy to make the bad choice. It's really hard to make a good choice when you're on the road, or when you're commuting, which I'm driving now because I'm fancy like that. But when I was commuting, it was just as painful to make a good choice when you're on the street between here and your commute. So just trying to make better food choices in terms of buying out and starting the day eating healthier, which I think I tend to respond to, rather than if I started eating bad, I kind of get defeatist and it's like, well, I ate bad for breakfast. What's a couple more calories at lunch and a couple more, you know what I mean, at dinner. So that's my little kind of short-term goal.
That's a challenge for me too. Like if I eat bad at breakfast, then I'm like, oh, guess I can't do good until tomorrow.
Correct.
Today's already wasted, and that's not true.
Right.
It's just not true. But that's always what I think. I think I had a cookie. Now I can have cookies all day.
Right. The diet always starts tomorrow. It's that old. I mean, right? It's a joke, but it's also seriously true.
Yeah. We had bad food for dinner tonight, so I'm like, I'm definitely gonna have ice cream tonight to finish it out. Why wouldn't I?
And let's just get it out of the house. You might as well eat the ice cream, so then you don't have to think about it. Just eat it.
Right. The problem is we don't have any in the house, but my husband is too good to me, and I know he will go get it for me whenever I want it. And going into my goal, we eat out pretty much every day. We get fast food. And when he gets off work, he will text me and be like, what should I bring home today? And we have to stop that. Especially because we already have food in the house that's just going bad. So I need to make dinner every day this week. That is my goal. Well,
it's an amazing
one of them. And soda, I have a really big issue with. So I need to stop that. But if I stop the fast food, we don't have any soda in the house. So, yeah, Cammie gets it.
My husband just said same. He has a soda problem.
It's a soda problem. It's Cherie, I've had those. Those are good. You know what else I like is I like putting grapes in the freezer and then pulling them out at night and popping frozen grapes. Makes me feel like I have a little dessert moment.
That's interesting.
That's delicious.
It is delicious if you like grapes.
I love fruit, and so that's one thing you can do if you like fruit. You can substitute all those bad things you're eating and just eat fruit. I think fruit is delicious, but to Brittany's point, I cannot imagine making dinner every single night.
Yeah, I think it's easier for me because I'm already home. You know, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't leave the house ever. Um, so, you know, I just make food and my husband will come home. We can all eat and then hopefully take a walk together or go to the park with the baby.
That's a great idea.
That's the hope anyway.
I mean, I'm home too because I get home at like 12:30 in the afternoon.
Right.
I'm just cooking dinner is just so much work for me.
Yeah, me too. And it's extra hard with a toddler next to you, pulling on you and trying to help.
I don't have those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made myself a rule too, Julia, that I don't drink my calories anymore because there's too many things I'd rather eat. So I don't drink fancy coffees or sodas that aren't diet anymore. I try to drink water the most, but I no longer drink calories because that adds up fast. A friend of mine pointed out that if she has a Starbucks with, you know, regular like all sugar or cream Starbucks for every day of the week, that's like 500 calories a day. That's like 3,500 calories a week, which is like a pound a week. That's 3,000 calories to burn a pound. So you could easily gain a pound a week just forever drinking just a Starbucks every single day if you're not doing something to counteract it. So I don't do Starbucks at all anymore. It's just not worth it to me.
I haven't drank Starbucks since 2019. I stopped because of that.
Nice.
And it's expensive. And just it was just something that I didn't need to be spending my money on. And then it also, like you say, it's so like not good for you, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's my downfall.
Starbucks,
sugary drinking,
or Dunkin', it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's that I don't know.
It's hard.
It's hard. Yeah,
it's hard to do this. It's hard to stop. It's easier to form habits than it is to break them.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you can form that bad habit of eating donuts or Taco Bell or drinking soda or whatever much quicker than you can break the habit of not doing it. And so the way you tell yourself is, like I said, it's easier to form a habit. So form the habit of drinking water.
Right.
So when you go to make yourself a drink for whatever it is, make it water. Just make it water. You can make water taste good. I mean, you can. You guys go watch some of my essential oil videos, and we have essential oil water flavors, and it tastes delicious.
I bought a bunch of those like carbonated flavored waters that don't have sugar in them. Some of the flavors are just not great, but I'm going to force myself to drink them.
There you go.
Instead of soda.
Yeah, you just have to do it.
Water. I like water. I don't mind water. If it's cold, it needs to be filled with ice, but I like water.
Same. I can't have warm water, so like once it sits too long. Mm-mm.
Good night, Cherie.
Good night.
I prefer like a room temperature bottled water.
Couldn't be me.
One of those. Well, guys, this is super fun. So I'm really excited to get moving and get you guys involved. Anyone who wants to kind of hook up from the chat, comment on the video down below when we're done with the chat, because we would love to connect with you guys over on Instagram and in any way possible. So definitely let us know what you guys are thinking too. So this has been great.
Yeah.
Did anybody have anything else they want to add? Should we talk maybe about what happens next, Jake?
Yeah. So what's next? Obviously, we're skinny tomorrow and healthy forevermore. So that's what's next. We would love to know, do any of you have goals down below, or do you have any, anything else that you want to share? I think what I love about this the most is, I've learned like 3 or 4 tricks that I'm going to use already just from listening to you all tonight. And so anything we can all share with each other, even if it's goals, sometimes setting similar goals. Yay, Lauren, keeping up with us. we are going to do this monthly, which is exciting. And then hopefully, I think we'll try to integrate some of our personal goals on our Instagrams and our YouTubes and things like that. So make sure you're following that for keeping up with us kind of throughout the week and throughout the intervening weeks. I think our next live is October 9th. Is that right?
Yeah.
And Brittany is going to host for the first time. Yay, we're all growing in so many ways.
Please
we're shrinking in some ways and growing in others. So we're looking forward to that. I don't know. This has been super encouraging and awesome.
Yay, I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for agreeing to do this.
Thanks you for asking us. Yeah.
Yes. I love it.
Go, Brittany. I know she's really brave, Allie.
Thanks, Allie.
Right? We'll all be there cheering her on. Yeah, so I guess 1 month from now, we will all kind of check in with how we've been doing. We will behind the scenes be checking in every day, right?
100%.
Yes.
Every day.
Every day-ish.
As
with how
often.
we're doing.
Reporting back.
And we will be posting stuff on Instagram, and I will try to remember to put things in my videos. I kind of film those ahead, so I'm not always real good at updating on a timely fashion, but I will work on that. And if you guys have any questions, pop them in the chat right now. And we're going to get wrapping up pretty soon. So do you guys have anything you want to add before we sign off?
What was the hashtag that you said you're using?
Oh, hashtag Team TLC.
Team. I was like, was it club or team? But if you guys also want to use that when you post your, stuff about health and weight loss and such, we'll see it. And that'll be nice to everybody. Will be on our team.
Right? Team TLC, Team Tubby Little Cubby. I mean, we are owning that,
Yes.
Tubby Little
100%.
Cubby label. Like there's no one's business there. We are going to own that.
Awesome.
Thanks, Jake. That was brilliant.
I love it.
Yes.
I feel like a Tubby Little Cubby in the most positive way possible.
And you know what? Pooh's happy with who he is. So
Exactly.
that's the other thing that I love about that. It's like, yeah, we're working on stuff, but it's also okay to be like, I'm worthwhile where I am and who I am, and not beat yourself up every day for every little pound or he's a happy little chubby guy.
Like, who doesn't love Pooh?
I know.
Right? I love it too, Lauren. So thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm so excited that people were in the chat and that we got to interact with you guys. And I'm really excited to hear from everybody after the chat. Please don't forget to put in the comments what your goals are if you guys are working towards something, so we can make you part of Team TLC. And we will talk to you guys all soon, hopefully.
All right.
I will talk to you guys later. So have a good night, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.